Hi, I was going to call this video initially a quick look at the Matribox II by Sonicake. However, it's not going to be that quick because I'm going to go into details. But to test this multi-effect, we are using the loops of the quick look at videos. I was curious to find out if this device is a good enough audio interface on the go to take along anywhere, and if it can substitute my pedal board in case it stops working for any reason. So let's find out if it can do that. Welcome back to the Base. I recorded all of the sound samples using the Matribox II as an audio interface, so that answers the first question. Now, I must say that the sound quality is good enough for recording ideas or demos, but I wouldn't use it as an interface for my videos or for recording in a studio, mostly because a dedicated audio interface does sound better when it comes to definition, noise level, and overall clarity of the signal. But again, it does perfectly the job, as you can hear. When it comes to saturation, in the first song you heard a tape saturation simulator, which I really like, and it has a blend. An important thing because it does tend to attenuate the low frequencies. The second was a bass dedicated drive that's called bass drive. And the third, the next one, is going to be a rat that doesn't have a blend. But thanks to the EQ controls of the amp or the dedicated EQ effect, you can add some lows that might have been nibbled away by the rat and further shape the tone to your needs. There are three types of compressor: a Ross, a Keeley, and a flexible one, as they call it. There are even boosts, octavers, and other types of pedals that you typically find at the beginning of a signal chain. So the flexible comp, I think, works best with bass, as you can control all the parameters, including blend, but the values range from 0 to 100, making it difficult to set the ratio or the attack and release times. Fast is counterclockwise and slow is clockwise, which to me is reversed, or at least the way I'm used to visualizing it. So you end up having to adapt and adjust by ear. Again, not a problem, but not the most accurate or straightforward. However, this compressor is quite musical and discreet even at high settings. Check it out. Big muff through a B15 Ampeg and a 15-inch cab, also by Ampeg? Yeah, why not? Actually, this 15-inch bass Ampeg cab is the most usable, I think. Now you can always upload your IR bass cabs if you prefer, because some other cabs included in the Matribox II, like the 8x10, seem to spread the sound left and right. And when you set the low and high pass filters and the volumes of the cabs and heads, which you can do, and the values do appear on the screen, it reacts as if it was affecting one side or the other, which is a bit weird. Let's say that it's hard to understand and to adjust how you want it to fit in the soundscape. Again, it's more a question of sculpting the sound with your ears rather than what appears on the screen. So it works, but it doesn't always explain what it's doing. So if some cabs are better than others for a more real-life bass sound, so are saturation effects, like the distortion for bass that you have to work a bit more to make it sound right. So how about a Vox bass head and a guitar Vox 2x12 cab? And let's throw in also a full tone OCD. Let's find out what happens. So all in all, this is a pretty good multi-tool, multi-effect, multi-purpose device. You can even plug in some pedals in the plug-in loop, and you can mix it as in dry-wet blend that you can place anywhere before the noise reduction. Which I think is awesome, and the noise reduction works pretty well too. There are two noise gates, one is dead simple and the other allows you to adjust threshold, attack and release. Great for heavy saturation. There's even a looper and a drum machine, but honestly it's not that good. Quite artificial. So even for practicing, it's not exciting. However, there is an auxiliary in to plug in your phone or any music portable device. Now, it would have been nice to include also a Bluetooth connection because not all mobile phones today have a jack output, unfortunately. Thanks, Apple. Also, and maybe it's just me, but some functions are just too complicated and difficult to program. I like to keep it simple. I want to spend more time playing than figuring things out and, finding the right sound. There's a lot of fiddling around in the menus and submenus and this and that until you get a proper sound. But once everything is programmed, I could very well see myself taking the Matribox along with me to a gig or even a concert. I did not go into the volume/expression pedal. However, there is another input for another volume expression pedal. This could allow you, for example, to use the main pedal as a volume pedal and this one or the other as a wah pedal. So yeah, there you have it. A nice little device to take along with you on holidays or practice at home, to record some stuff or to take along with you at rehearsals. Oh, and by the way, the switching between the presets is dead silent and instantaneous. So great. But most of all, this is a great device for trying things out, for experimenting with sound, which is always fun. Next, you can listen to all the sound samples by themselves without drums or guitar. Let me know what you think about the sound and about this kind of device. Do you use them? What do you use them for? Would you ever consider buying one of these? Or would you never buy one of these? Or would you rather buy something a lot more expensive? I don't know. I'm curious to know what you would do with this kind of effect. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and to Sonicake for sending me their Matribox II. Well, that's it. Bye-bye. Oh, and by the way, follow me on Instagram at the Weatherbase channel. Adios.